First of all, there are a lot of slides to cover. I'm not going to be following a rule such as 5 lines, 5 words, 5 bullet points. Otherwise, this presentation will be too long. I've crammed in all the necessary information for your own benefit. This is how to be successful in college. Before we begin to talk about college, we need to discuss your goals. Are they SMART? SMART is an acronym used to create effective goals. Let's dive deeper into what I mean. Specific. Are your goals well defined and clear? For example, I want to graduate college, I want to buy a home, I want to be a singer. Measurable. A way to track progress and measure success. Example, crossing up due dates in a calendar, grades, time, feedback, engagement, percentage, and outputs from numerical data. Achievable, realistic and attainable given available resources. Is it possible to make an A? Do I need a car to drive to school? Are there any barriers preventing me from achieving this goal? Relevant, it should align with your objectives, and it should be relevant to the context. How does X help me do Y? Are there better alternatives? Am I taking the right classes? Time bound, specific time frame or deadline. I will do Y on this date and Z on this date, or I'll do Y every week, or in the year 73 I plan to finish college, in the year 74 I will have saved enough money for X. I will give a better example of SMART goals later in this presentation. What if I do not know? It's okay to be unsure. Gaining experience definitely helps aside though. College does not have to be a goal for you at this specific moment. Going to college depends if it's relevant to your goals. It's important to research if going to college is beneficial to your goals now and for the future. If you're looking to gain experience, you can job shadow, intern, volunteer, do freelance or gig work, get a part-time job, become an apprentice, get temporary positions, certifications, go to software boot camps, take online courses, become an assistant, attend conferences, access workshops, you can do personal projects, you can look up YouTube videos, and more. You want to actively seek opportunities that align with your goals and provide practical experience that is relevant to your chosen field. If you need help researching, check job websites. This will give you a general expectation of what the job is like at this very moment. You can also message or meet up with others, networking, to get a better idea. Some popular websites are LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, and more. You can pause the video if you want to see the full list, but my personal recommendation is Indeed. You can also do personality tests and career tests, such as the Myers-Briggs personality test or the Career Explorer career test. You can also search the top 100 careers for your country. In the US, my number one recommendation is the Bureau of Labor Statistics. It shows so much information from salary expectations, videos, daily tasks, and more. There are also other websites that I've listed. What if you cannot decide? You must make a choice. Make a list of your hobbies, bucket lists, plans, goals, and anything that you currently do and want to do in the future, and review that list often. Can you make money with the stuff you do/know now? It is never too late to change your mind, especially if your goals change. You can also choose to go to college and have a job. You have to make a decision. What decision you make depends on you. My tip about that list can help you be focused to remind yourself what you are actually fighting for. Now, let us discuss some advantages to going to college. You can earn higher earning potential, more career opportunities, skill development, networking, personal growth, access to resources, credibility, specialized knowledge, global perspective/diversity, lifelong learning. Some disadvantages of college: cost and debt, time commitment, uncertain job market, changing career goals, pressure and stress, limited practical skills, mismatched curriculum, opportunity costs, lack of real-world experience, and degree inflation. We discussed going to college. Now, let's discuss not going to college. Some advantages would be immediate workforce entry, skill-based learning, entrepreneurial pursuits, less debt, early career progression, flexibility, learning by doing, networking, no degree inflation, personal choice. Some disadvantages of not going to college would be limited career opportunities, limited earning potential, skill gaps, networking challenges, some employers highly valued degrees, lack of credentials, changing job requirements, poor learning environment, limited access to resources, long term may not be as beneficial. There are many ways to earn college credit, no matter what stage in life you're in. You can enroll in an accredited college or university. In high school, many schools offer dual enrollment courses that give college credits. Furthermore, anyone who qualifies can take college classes part-time separately. College Board, an organization, offers AP exams and CLEP exams. AP exams are offered in high school as advanced courses that give you high school and college credit. CLEP exams are tests anyone can take in the United States if you already know the material for a certain course. You can take an exam that roughly costs $93 that will give you college credit if you pass the exam. Study guides are available to purchase for those exams specifically. Visit the College Board website for more information. There are more ways to earn college credit, but it may not be the best for you, especially since some methods take longer than others, such as IB in high school, workplace and military training, prior learning assessment, online courses, study abroad programs, and more. Where can I learn accredited skills? I've listed several websites that can help you learn different skills. My personal favorites are edX and Skillshare. For example, if you wanted to learn computer science, Harvard uses edX to offer free courses that can help teach you valuable skills. So pause the video if you want to see a full list. Where should I go to school? In the United States, people typically choose to go to a university, which is 4 or more years long, a community college, or fully online. There are also other options such as medical schools, graduate schools, and military schools, studying abroad, apprenticeships, and more. I will be discussing the top choices for higher education. This will include the pros and cons for each, starting with community college. Some advantages are it's affordable, sometimes it's free depending on the state you live in. The classes are typically smaller, it has flexible schedules. You can do online, you can do in-person, hybrid options, day, morning, evening. You can transfer to a university. It offers degrees, skills, licenses, and certifications. It's usually locally convenient. There's support services. It can be diverse compared to high school. Skill-based courses and academic courses are available. It's adult learner friendly. Some disadvantages of community college. 2-year degree is the highest that community colleges offer. It can be less vibrant compared to universities. There could be fewer resources. For public or employer perception, there are limited specializations in community college. Smaller alumni network. Sometimes it can be hard to transfer. There are also fewer research opportunities. We looked at community college. So how does it compare to university? Some advantages of university are many programs, majors, minors, extensive research opportunities, prestigious faculty, traditional college experience, many networking opportunities, advanced facilities. It's usually more diverse. There's graduate programs, it has good reputations, it improves career opportunities. Some disadvantages of university is it can be higher cost, large classes, competitive atmosphere, limited flexibility, less personal connections. There are There's pressure to specialize, transfer issues, homesickness, heavy workload, less individual support. Before we discuss online classes, understand many schools offer hybrid options in community college and university, so you can have online and in-person classes. But if you want to take fully online, some advantages are it's very flexible, accessible, wide range of programs. You can balance between work and studying. It can help save money in some areas, like in transportation, because you won't have to drive. It can be diverse. You can learn new skills. It is self-directed learning. No commute. Learn at your own pace. Some disadvantages of fully online: limited face-to-face interaction, isolation, lack of hands-on experience, self-motivation is required. Some employers may view it as less credible. There could be technical issues such as if you have Wi-Fi issues, slow responses and feedback, limited social interaction, time management challenges, and it could also be as expensive as university. Pay for college. Do not let that be a barrier to you. How can I afford it? There are many ways to pay for college. Check out your college's financial aid page and view it. Once you are more informed, you can contact the financial aid office for more information. There may be specific websites/organizations for each state that can help guide students with the college process. Scholarships. There are a lot of scholarships, institutional, organization, personal scholarships, etc. There is so many. There's also grants by the state, student loans, personal savings. You can do part-time work study programs, military aid, employer tuition assistance, education tax credits. Already having college credits and more can help you save money when trying to go to college. School scholarships can be based on GPA, scores, extracurriculars, volunteering, clubs, and more. There's just so many ways to get scholarships. To apply for financial aid in the United States, you need to complete FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid. It opens every October 1st. Many colleges and universities use the FAFSA to help determine how much financial aid a student can get. Expected family contribution located in the student aid report. Aid is on a first-come, first-served basis, so make sure you do this early. Non-United States citizens who are eligible may also apply. College admissions. It's important to keep up and be early with the admissions for colleges. Write down the deadlines. Submit your essays as soon as possible. Pay attention to tuition due dates and estimated costs of attendance. Prior transcripts, vaccinations, standardized test scores such as ACT, SAT, letters of recommendation, extracurricular activities such as sports clubs, volunteering, and more, application essays, interviews, portfolios, diversity, legacy status, resume, previous college credit, and more are all used in college admissions. College application, or website, can help simplify the process. Colleges commonly use parchment to send transcripts. If your school does not use the ACT or SAT, there could be different requirements for entering advanced courses or certain programs. ACT. The ACT is a standardized test used in college admission and merit-based scholarship purposes. The ACT has 4 main sections, plus an optional writing essay section. In this order, it has the English section, which is 45 minutes, the math section, which is 60 minutes, reading section, which is 35 minutes, science, 35 minutes, the optional writing is 40 minutes. Typical total testing time without the writing is 2 hours and 55 minutes. It's paper-based, and you can use an approved calculator on the math section. It's scored on a scale of 1 to 36. How can I prepare for the ACT? There are certain websites you can use, such as the official ACT website, Khan Academy, Magoosh, Prep Scholar, Crack ACT, UWorld, and YouTube. Some good books are the official ACT book, Princeton ACT book, ACT Black Book, and Barron's ACT book. Some tips about the ACT is to simulate the test. Have a binder for each section with the necessary formulas and helpful information. Review incorrect answers, practice, track progress. The SAT is a standardized test created by College Board, which is an organization used in college admission and merit-based scholarship purposes. SAT has 4 main sections plus an optional writing essay section. Evidence-based reading and writing, also called EBRW. It features literature, science, history, and social studies, which lasts 65 and 35 minutes respectively, and also the math section, which is 25 and 55 minutes respectively. The typical total testing time is 3 hours without the writing. It's paper-based. Some parts of the math section do not allow a calculator. The SAT is scored on a scale of 200 to 800. How can I prepare for the SAT? Some websites you can use are the official SAT website, Khan Academy, Prep Scholar SAT, UWorld SAT Prep, and YouTube. Some books, the official SAT book, Princeton SAT book, and Barron's SAT book. Some tips for the SAT is to simulate the test. Have a binder for each section with necessary formulas and helpful information. Review incorrect answers, practice, and track your progress. It is okay to not be okay. College is typically a lot to handle at first, but there are many ways to deal with it. There may be a point in your life when you experience imposter syndrome. It is a psychological phenomenon where individuals doubt their accomplishments and have a persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud, despite evidence of their competence and achievements. You got to where you are for a reason, so accept that fact. In college, it's common to experience stress, anxiety, depression, homesickness, perfectionism, social isolation, eating disorders, substance abuse, procrastination, sleep problems, adjustment disorders, time management challenges, financial stress, relationship struggles, identity exploration, academic pressure, technology addiction, and more. Speak to your college counselor if you need help or just talk to someone. You should handle coursework similarly as you did in compulsory education, but you can always improve. Many people do better in college than they did in high school. Keep in mind of your circumstances with housing. You may not have to live in the dorms. Unless you live close to a college or university, you will likely live in the dorms or an apartment. Keep in mind of shared spaces. Establish ground rules if you have roommates. Dorm rooms are typically small, which means it has limited storage. Follow dorm rules and it is typically separated by gender. Be mindful of expenses. Campus housing is typically first come, first serve. Some general tips. Pack smart. Check college move-in checklist on the college website. Communicate with your roommate. Be organized. Decorate. Be clean. And respect privacy. You can request a new roommate if necessary. You can use a shower caddy and bring shower shoes if necessary. Greek life. This is what people are talking about when you hear about parties on campus. There's sororities, which are female social organizations, and there's fraternities, which are male social organizations. Here's some pros and cons of Greek life. Community, leadership, and development, social activities, networking, philanthropy, and service. Some disadvantages of Greek life are time commitment, financial obligations, social pressure, especially with alcohol and hazing, exclusivity, and academic impact. Colleges have a lot to offer. You are paying for the tuition, so take advantage of what it has. Some campus resources are Academic advising. It helps students choose their classes. The library, free tutoring, career services, health center, free counseling, student organizations or clubs. Many clubs host events on a school web page, so be sure to check out your school web page to see that. Writing center, tech support, recreation center, gym, sports, dance, pools, whatever. There's also water refill stations, financial aid office, and football and basketball games are typically a big deal on campus. There are so many discounts. Always see if a laptop has a discount before purchasing one, or maybe you prefer an iPad. Make sure you can use your student discount. Some student discounts are transportation, such as rideshare apps, bus, train, subways, and more. Technology and electronics. Check the manufacturing websites for their discount. Entertainment, Prime Video, movies, museums, art, festivals, attractions, concerts, and more. Food and dining, local cafes, restaurants, fast food, food delivery, clothing stores, Google Docs, Sheets, etc. are all free for Google users. Fitness and wellness centers, travel discounts and subscriptions. So you can use student discounts for Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and more. Online services, Adobe, Grammarly, and more. Amazon provides a free 6 months Prime subscription for students. Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc. is all completely free for students if you use your student email. Choosing a class. Rest assured, you will get your classes if you're early. Try to sign up for classes as soon as possible. They may have a limited size. It is wise to view the online degree sheet available on your college's website. On average, a full-time student typically takes 12 to 15 credit hours per semester. You can always drop or withdraw from a class if needed. Decide if you want to take in-person and/or online classes. Books. Compare prices. Campus bookstores are typically the most expensive place to find books. If you can, try to find ebooks or loose leaf. Right here is a website that can help you compare book prices. You can also look on Amazon using the book's ISBN to find the cheapest books. If your course requires an access code, you will likely have to purchase it, but sometimes you can also purchase the access code separately from the book. Manage your time wisely. When you get your class syllabus, which is an outline of your class, write down all your due dates because that is typically where it is in the syllabus. You can use Google Calendar, Notes, or whatever is helpful to you so that you can copy and paste all your due dates in one place. From there, you'll be able to prioritize your workload from all your classes based on your due dates. Meals. If you live at home, you can create a balanced meal plan. Protein, carbohydrates, healthy fats, fruits, vegetables, dairy, fiber, hydration, portions, whatever you need to create a balanced meal plan. You can use Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel to help you create meal plans at home. Colleges likely have their own meal plan. Visit campus dining website for more information. Some colleges have a food marketplace, similar to a grocery store, but cheaper. Earlier, I mentioned SMART goals, so here's an example of what it is in action. I've highlighted specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-based, based on the acronym. So pause the video if you want to see this used in action. Here are some general college tips that can be applied in any college. People who can use knowledge in a variety of applied settings have achieved a higher level of learning and on tests earn higher grades. Be self-reliant. Stop wasting your time on stuff you already know. It costs you valuable study time and it costs you your grades. Study all material using learning objectives, self-tests to identify what you do and do not know. Study only the material not yet mastered. Repeat self-testing overall material. Sit in the front row. If you break up the amount of course material into smaller and smaller chunks and then devote small, focused study sessions to them, you will have much better grades. Minimize note-taking if your professor has a PDF or PowerPoint. People who turn in the test early do not typically do better. Scoring top of the class in a certain subject may seem nice, but GPA is what matters and what is important to you. Perhaps extra study time could be dedicated to your weaker classes or classes with more credit hours. Read assigned material before the lecture. Schedule high priority studying tasks earlier in the day. Always show your work. Create a weekly study schedule, like writing things out on a planner or a calendar. Study/review your material every day. Trust but verify information. Know when you are at your cognitive best. Then plan your study sessions accordingly. When are you sleepy? When are you alert? Learning occurs in a hierarchy. Evaluation. Judgments about the validity of information. Synthesis. Combining different information in new ways. Analysis. Understanding relationships and organizing principles. Application. Using information in settings, in situations. Comprehension. Understanding/interpreting facts, knowledge, recalling terms/facts. The only times you should change your answers are reason number one, you know that the alternative is absolutely correct. Number two, you know the choice you initially selected is absolutely wrong. It is amazing how detrimental test anxiety can be on test performance. Quantitative. Reading, writing, literature, debate, use computer for notes. Quantitative. Math, science, use handwritten notes. Utilize campus resources, like going to the Writing Center for proofreading, or you can use Grammarly. Avoid long study sessions. Do whatever it takes to overcome obstacles. Study time should always be devoted to learning new information and to self-testing to confirm that you actually have retained it. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Focus on big ideas first, then the smaller details. Review your exam. Think of this as your diagnostic checkup to change your habits and strategies in prepping for the next test. You may or may not use your textbooks that often, so consider emailing your professor about that. Use scholarship search websites too. Do your scholarships early because you will miss out if you wait until it's close to the deadlines. When you have a question, you can ask who writes the exams to your professor. If a department creates an exam together, then you can locate the other professors to find out what you need to emphasize on. Rate My Professors is a website that provides reviews by students about the professors you are taking. Here's some studying tips. Have a study schedule. Find a quiet environment to study. You can teach the material to others, and you can also summarize what you know. Take breaks to prevent burnout and maintain focus. Stay hydrated and eat brain-boosting snacks. Use mnemonic devices or visual aids, like the SMART acronym. Practice past exams or quizzes, and treat it like it's the real deal. It's okay to stay up late, but avoid cramming. Join or create study groups. Avoid multitasking in college. Prioritize challenging subjects when you are at the most alert. Use online resources such as videos, articles, tutorials, and more. Use AI for tutoring, such as ChatGPT, Google Bard, Bing AI, and Khan Academy's AI. Use handwritten notes or notes created on Word or Docs. Use apps or tools to organize notes. Get enough sleep. 8 hours is the average, but it could be different for you. Exercise, meditate. Wear comfortable clothing. Quizlet is good for creating flashcards. Reward yourself. Commit to stop making excuses. When we make excuses, we lie to ourselves and continue bad habits. Review all material every day, at least 2 weeks before your final exam. Nation. Don't delay or postpone something despite knowing that there will be negative consequences for doing so. Set clear goals. Hopefully, smart goals. Break tasks into smaller steps. Create a schedule and be consistent. Set deadlines. Use time management techniques. Example, work for 25 minutes, then you can take a 5-minute break. Eliminate distractions. Prioritize tasks. Reward yourself. Visualize success. Do not eat, sleep, and study in the same place. Avoid overthinking. Find a person who will hold you accountable. Eat healthy. Reflect on the consequences of your actions. Seek help if necessary. Listen to motivational videos, podcasts, read motivational quotes, whatever you need to do. This is an important slide. We're talking about money. Cha-ching. Tuition information is available on a college's or university's website. It will show you the estimated cost of your expenses. Many schools have a free calculator to help you calculate this information as well. It is important to understand that everyone will likely be charged differently. Tuition itself is charged on your credit hours. The more hours you take, the higher tuition you have. Other fees such as books, transportation, housing, and meals can be lowered. Out-of-state individuals will be charged a higher tuition. If you are in the state of your school, you'll get charged regular tuition, also called in-state tuition, because you are a resident of that state. If you plan on moving to a different state for college and plan to live there afterward, residency usually takes 1 year. Financial aid will also help lower your expenses. Keep in mind that awards may be shown yearly. For example, a scholarship may be $5,000 in total, but that may mean it is $2,500 per school semester. This information may be important depending on when your tuition is actually due. Here's some extra tips to help you be successful when you're preparing to be independent. NerdWallet and Bankrate are good websites for financial information and comparisons. If you want to compare credit cards, banks, and more, to find the best one for you, I recommend using NerdWallet and other websites to compare the benefits. Building your credit in college by making on-time payments for gas, food, laundry, and more will help you in the long run. Resumes/cover letters are important. The best reference, in my opinion, is Harvard's Resume Guide. Search for it on your browser. If you want to create your own business, you can use websites such as LegalZoom or Rocket Lawyer for affordable options. You can also look at SBA.gov for information about creating a business. As of 2023, Delaware is very business friendly. Consider hiring or speaking to a career consultant. Practice your cooking with YouTube, websites, articles, and more. There are many places to do your taxes, such as TurboTax, H&R Block, Tax Act, hiring an accountant. The deadline to file taxes is in April. Your employer will give you your work-related documents typically in January. You may be eligible for certain tax credits, though. Have a job in the future, hopefully. So here are some tips. Use Harvard's resume guide. Use a resume scanner, such as the one from Indeed. Research the company, its mission, values, products, recent news, and more. Practice common questions. Example, tell me about yourself. You can also ask the interviewer, why are you working there? Use the STAR method. Situation, describe the context. Task, explain the challenge you had to face. Action, what were the steps you took to address the situation? Result, what was the outcome? Highlight your achievements. Ask questions. Arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. Dress appropriately. It is better to be overdressed than underdressed. Have good body language, posture, eye contact, firm grip handshake, and more. Be concise. Avoid saying or you know. Address your weaknesses. How can you improve and prepare to overcome your weaknesses? Always send a thank you letter, email, or a handwritten note is fine. Be nice to the receptionist. Your resume should be a summary of your work experience, skills, education, and achievements. It should provide a snapshot of your qualifications. Your cover letter should also be included, even if it is optional. It is a personalized letter explaining why you are a good fit for a certain position. It is a chance for you to show your interest in the company to the hiring manager. Also, reach out to the employees of a company. Would it not be better for a company to have an individual who is recommended by another fellow employee? Also, your cover letter should address gaps in your resume, explain career changes, and more, all to provide more context to make sure that you are compatible with that company. Please take the time to learn basic life skills, such as cooking, laundry, taking out the trash, and more. Video chat someone, or ask someone for help. I have included a list of interesting organizations to volunteer if you are interested. Usually schools have a dedicated section on their website. Pause the video if you want to check out these organizations. Are you missing out? What is college actually like? College is a place to enhance your skills and education. Sure, you can always buy a textbook or hire tutors to understand a subject, but college can be something that can be beneficial to you. Generally, many students dive deeper into what they want to study. They have more control over their schedules compared to standard compulsory education. College students have more independence required in learning. Colleges are a great way to meet new people and is a place to help students grow. Furthermore, there are many social events and extracurricular activities. If you're interested in joining a swim team, go for it. Experiencing challenges and dealing with responsibility is a part of life. Depending on your college, you may have advanced facilities such as labs, gyms, clinical research, and more. Take advantage of them. Every college typically has a campus police to help promote safety as well. One more slide to go. I've included some final remarks as we begin to end this presentation. Ask yourself, what are you constantly thinking or doing that can be turned into a job? Do you want to be an employee? Do you want to be self-employed? Do you want to be an employer? Remember that a company has different jobs within it. Your degree, even if it's not traditionally associated with that job, could still land you that job. There are different fields and specializations with jobs. Example, in nursing, there is a psychiatric, emergency, pediatric, geriatric, midwife, anesthetist, nurse, and more. It is better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Understand that things are constantly changing. Nothing is ever the same. Generally, do things as soon as possible for matters concerning education. Do you have a backup plan? Things may change, including your goals. Take advantage of your holidays. Maybe take some summer classes or some mini terms. Pour your college and get an orientation before you begin. It's easy to make friends at the beginning of the semester, especially in the library, in classes, clubs, at a job, cafeteria, and more. It is possible to transfer from a community college to a prestigious university like Harvard. Seek discomfort. When you seek discomfort, you are choosing to put yourself in situations that you may feel are uncomfortable. Seeking discomfort helps you grow as a person, so you should do it. That concludes this presentation.